Foliage and plants require extra attention when it comes to an interactive project. High-quality foliage requires a large amount of system resources and reduces the stability of the project. Let's look at 3 options for creating lawn grass. The first is easiest and cheapest to use grass material. You can find the material in the Megascans library. Apply it on the surface of the ground and tune it. Using the Albedo Tint tab, you can change the color tints of the texture. The second option is to use a grass mesh. This is the most realistic but also the most expensive way. First, I will change the texture of the ground and adjust it. In the Megascans library, find the grass asset. The asset files have static mesh and static mesh foliage. You can directly drag a static mesh into the scene, but you cannot do this with the static mesh foliage. Static mesh foliage is used for procedural generation with the foliage tool. Change selection mode to foliage. Grass assets were automatically added to the list after adding them to the project. Activate them. Adjust the brush size. Now the grass can be applied to any surface. I need a moved lawn. It's not hard to imagine how many instances of an asset's grass it takes to fill the surface of the ground. To configure the parameters of each of the assets, select the asset, and the settings will be available in the menu below. I want to resize the grass mesh. To do this, I need to decrease the scale X parameter. The lawn looks natural. But in places where there is no direct sunlight, the grass has flickering artifacts. This is due to the work of ray tracing. If you turn it off for grass, then this problem will disappear, but the grass will not look so natural. At the moment, I have not found an effective solution to this problem. Disable ray tracing for all grass assets. Go back to selection mode and delete the instance for each actor. This way of creating grass is very realistic and perfect for a cinematic, but in the case of interactive project I need maximum performance and stability. So let's look at another option. Method 3 is an imitation of the displacement effect but less expensive in resources and easy to work with. I have created and configured the grass material. Download and run the grass project for this part of the course. Here is a plane with a grass material, but now it has no volume. Go to the Material folder and open My Parallax Grass. Increase the height intensity to 0.03. Now there is an effect similar to displacement, but this method is cheaper for the system. Put a cube on the plane. Now you can see that the intersection of the grass crosses the cube, but doesn't have a line of contact. Go back to the settings and set PD offset to 1. Now the intersection of the geometry looks physically correct, but the material has become dark. To fix this, turn off Cast Shadow in the plane settings. Now I need to add this material to my project. Right-click on the material instance and select Asset Actions, Migrate. The menu will open with a list of objects that will be migrated. Select the content folder inside the directory where your project is located. Folder with the name of the project. Then select the folder content, but do not open it. Click Select Folder. The material has been moved to the project. Get back to the project. The edit material appeared in the Materials folder. Apply material to the ground. Go to Material Settings and set it up. Activate PD Offset, set to 1. Turn off Cast Shadow on all surfaces with grass material. The material makes a visual displacement of the ground plane, so the ground plane visually became lower than the initial level. To fix it, I'll try to raise the level of the ground with grass. Slits are visible along the edges of the surface. To fix this, I need to change the geometry. Let's go back to this a little later. To the ground outside the plot I will apply the same material but without the displacement effect. Duplicate the material and set the height intensity to 0. Apply the material. Now I'll do the final color adjustment for the grass material.